Welcome back. Oh, my microphone. Dark Odian, you're now banned because you spammed in my chat. No, I'm kidding. Do you want a VC? Are you even in my Discord? I doubt. I doubt. Let's do this. And this Discord. I think that's how you spell Discord. If you want to join the Discord. Hopefully. Is it Nightbot? I don't even know who it is anymore. I don't even know who you are anymore. What I'm doing now is obviously I'm playing these two games. Doing dual Shinyhunting. I am also on the side playing Bloons Tower Defense, trying to get all the things on every map except chimps, and then I'm gonna go back and beat chimps on every single map. That's my plan. That is my plan. I am pretty close. Yo, putting you on the big TV. Yo. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say something really bad. But that would have been funny because I'd have been on a big screen. I'm not gonna say anything anymore. Let's see. I am actually decently close to odds on this, this freaking RC is. But I'm not super close on the, my mic sound fine? It sounds weird to me. Oh no, I know why it sounds weird to me, because I can hear myself echo! Oh my goodness, I'm out here looking a fool, bro. That's fine though. That's fine. Okay. What? Wow, Odian is not in my chat. Or not in my Discord. He just joined the other Discord. What a loser. I'm actually just gonna do this. I'm offended, Odium. I thought we were friends. Rip friendship. R.I.P. in friendship. I guess Sebi doesn't care that I'm alone in my VC either. Not real gamers. Boom. I'm at 2,800 encounters for Arceus, so that should be decently okay. Last time I did a hunt, I did Darkrai, and Darkrai came at 3,100. So, yeah. Nice, I got a victory on my Balloons game. We love to see it. Boom. And then I'm gonna put him. And then I'm gonna do this. Boom. Boom. Alright. Oh, I guess you can't join my Discord if the Discord link isn't there. I almost called you Petrush. What do you want me to call you? there it is. How do I send invite to the Odeon? Boom. There you go. Okay. Not there. Tetra. That's like pretty similar. I can live with that. I guess it's not like I couldn't live with that, you know. I'd be a terrible person if I was just like, no, sorry, bro. Not calling you anything. Leave Savvy. Okay, Tetra, how are you doing? I like the name Tetra, purely based on the fish. What is better, ninja discipline, counter espionage? Let's just do counter, and then we'll just leave it there. Swellow Tetra. I was scrolling through my photos the other day, and I saw art that I had made for you, for your Zorua, your shiny Zorua art. And I thought it was cute. I had a lot of people's art name. Just an art. Reggie Gigas. I don't know why I streamed today. I don't know that I regret it yet, but I was just vibing. Okay, you are you're a content creator. You are Pokemon. You are That's good enough. I think you can join my thing now. I think. Oh, hello, cat. This is my cat. And she's a cat. Are you okay? She's like gagged or whatever. And I think it's because she hates me. Because I hate me. Okay, so I'm gonna do this in my BTD game. Oh my goodness, your cat and my cat are visible. I can see your cat and you can see mine. Which is crazy that they're both, great. She loves kisses. I don't know if she's gonna leave or not, but she's like laying on my arm, which I need to stream. Oh, I lost my round 40. Because everything is... whatever. I'm gonna put you on strong. Okay. Odian should be able to join if he wanted to, but... Sebi's holding him hostage. Anyway, what are you doing? My other cat is sunny side up. Ow! Ow! Grabbed my foot. What are you doing, huh? Goober? Goober. I've been watching like How to Train Your Dragon stuff. And the guy that's like the blacksmith, his name is Gobber. And I think that's crazy. Shiny, nope. Sad. Every like 1,000 encounters, I always just like call a shiny, and that never happened. I've never had it be right, so you know. I'm always wrong, I guess. I have a 100% chance to be wrong. 110% chance to be wrong. Oh my goodness, it's day today. I can see if I got a shiny Munchlax. Now I'm playing 4 games. What? No way. Go to the forest. Nice. Okay. I'm just gonna say shiny to every single one of them, and then eventually, right. I think that's the thing. It has to be, right? I've never seen it be day in my Pokemon Platinum game. I think everybody uses Glitch City, but sometimes. So I have a YouTube. I have YouTube Premium, and I have YouTube Premium, and my sometimes my Glitch City songs get mixed in with my non-Glitch City songs. And I'll just be like vibing at work and I'll just hear Glitch City. I'll be like, bruh. I'll be like, bruh, you know? Hello, Odian.
Hello.
Damn, you don't know who I am? SMH. SMH my head, bro.
I just heard myself join on your stream.
Oh. Rip.
I just heard myself join on your stream. She's sleeping.
I can hear my stream through your stream.
Happy snappy turtle.
I need
We got these. That's 5 of them.
need Ninja Monkey.
What is a ninja monkey? What are you yabbering about?
Balloons. I'm playing Balloons
Oh.
Defense.
Are you playing balloons and Pokemon at the same time?
So I'm doing BSP for Arceus, and then I'm doing Sword and Shield for Gigas, and then I'm playing Platinum and I'm Shinyhunting for Munchlax, and then I'm playing Balloons Tower Defense.
You know what, Stappy? You do you, man. You do you.
I am, and I'm very good at it, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like the game that I'm playing the best and most consistency is Balloons. But the problem with that is the fact that Balloons is like the only one that I can feasibly do.
You should just do a shiny hunt on balloons. Hunt a shiny monkey.
Yo, I would be doing that if it was a thing.
Bro, they should add that. That'd be so cool. Just like every time you unlock a monkey, there's a chance that it's a different like color palette.
Every time you set one down.
No. I remember playing balloons on the Ninja Kiwi website.
Yeah, that's how I got my addiction to.
And then they made it not a free game anymore.
RIP. Yeah, I got Balloons Tower Defense 5 on my iPod Touch back in my day.
Yeah, when you were a young lad. I'm joining on the computer so I can hear you better. I'll probably have a better mic.
Back when Dat Boy was popular, you know?
Yeah. Oh, it says it right there.
2,850 encounters for Arceus. That's our RIP in pieces. I stopped hunting Gigas for a while because I wanted to hunt Tapu Fini. And I got Tapu Fini. I got Tapu Fini right after our last Minecraft stream. Like, it was my next encounter.
Yeah, your guys' last Minecraft stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it during your Minecraft stream.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you just kind of left out of nowhere?
Well, I left because I needed to make food. Or I guess better is my boyfriend was making food and I felt bad for not helping, so.
My roommate just kind of sits there and watches his phone while I cook. I feel like a housemate sometimes.
You should beat him up.
I do beat him up.
That's good. That's always good. Domestic violence.
Yeah. Let's promote that to chat. Anyone in chat right now? Domestic violence.
You heard it here first. Odin is pro.
Yep. Putting that in my Discord status right now.
Gotta lock it in.
That's my persona for the month. I don't know if you realize this, but that top counter just doesn't exist.
Yeah, so I am actually aware of that. And the reason why it doesn't exist is because I can't physically get 2 counters. So I would have to do. So the thing that I'm using, you can only map 1 key at a time. So I can only map up for one of them, and I can't map a different one for a different one. So I have to use 2 separate counters because I have 2 different computers, because I'm amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then since I have 2 separate counters, I can't map that counter because I guess I could put like this over here, but obviously like you can't even see that because it's so small. So.
Oh yeah, you see that?
Almost got rid of that one.
Is your entire Sword and Shield like champion team you have on there shiny?
Yes.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yes.
So what? You just went and redid the Elite Four thing?
So what I did is this is my second account for Sword and Shield. And the only reason I made a second account for Sword and Shield was because I did not get Tapu Fini shiny. I got all the Tapus shiny, and then when I was doing Tapu Fini, I accidentally took the Tapu Fini that wasn't shiny. And then so my brain was like, I have to get it. I can't not get it. So what I did was I played through the entirety of the game again,
Yeah.
just so I could get the DLC and the shiny Tapu Fini. And when I was playing through it again, I was like, well, I should just make this content instead of just me playing through it again as fast as I can. So I was like, I hit up this little known character called Sebi Savage. And I was
I know that guy.
Yeah. You may have heard of him. And
Small
I was
YouTuber.
like, yeah, you want to play some you want to play some Sword and Shield? And he was like, sure. And then I was like, what if we got shiny Pokemon that we hatched from eggs? Because me and Sebi do a lot of egg hunting. Or Mr. Savage. Me and Mr. Savage did a lot of egg hunting in Sword and Shield. So we all had level 1. We had like at least 6 Pokemon that were level 1. And so we just traded them into a new save file. And then with those specific 6 Pokemon, we did a what is it called? We did a cage lock with just those.
Oh, cage lock.
Yeah.
That must have been fun. Is that why there's only 5 of them on there?
So there is 6. So none of them died, but they could only come into 2 cage matches. So it wasn't like a Nuzlocke. It was just like a playthrough with cage fights. Yeah. Cage matches.
So it was a cage non-lock.
A cage non-lock, if you will. Yeah. And so yeah, it was kind of fun.
Was this like streamed, recorded, or?
It was streamed. Yeah. And then after it was streamed, and we were all said and done, I like Erratica Shinyhunting stream. Yes, welcome back. How have you been?
Not a Shinyhunting stream, actually. We're hunting regular Pokemon.
I'm like now a shiny hunter. I like
really
used to be. Yeah, like I do this on my free time. Mostly. Era, how have you been? What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, so I beat Sebi's ass in that series. Like it was not close. Well, the cage matches were close. I'm doing good, how are you? I'm doing amazing. Yeah, it was like, well, the cage matches were close. There was a couple cool things, but, yeah, your setup is different? Yeah, I've moved. I'm also moving again. R.I.P. my brain. I moved, like, literally an apartment. Like, I moved, like, I didn't even leave the building. I just got a different apartment. And then, yeah, there's a lot of things. We'd have to do a lot of catch-up.
Hunters. How'd you guys do that?
That is an interesting project. That's a funny story. I think Arab will really like this story. Or maybe they'll hate me for it. But, so it was really big when Dream was doing his Minecraft manhunts, right? And so I set up a rule where it was like, okay, me and somebody Nuzlocke through a game, right? And if they encounter a Pokemon that was on my team, it dies. Like they kill it and it dies. If they just encounter it was a randomizer. So it was Sebi and Glaceon. And I figured that it'd be a short stream, so I set up for a certain day. Well, it happened to be that my grandma, her funeral was that day. And I was like, it's fine. Her funeral's at like 5 p.m. or whatever, and this stream will be really short, right? So what I ended up doing was it ended up taking a little bit longer than I thought to finish the series. So I was 2 hours late to my grandma's funeral.
Oh golly.
Yeah. I don't think she cared. But yeah, that did happen. That was a real life event. And everybody and their mom was like, "Hey, why the fuck were you late?" And I was like, "Yeah, something happened."
I needed to finish this series.
Yeah, I just finished my Pokemon thing. However, my grandma's awesome, and I feel like she would, like, even when she was alive, if she found out, she would not have cared.
Would have laughed. She would have been like,
Yeah,
"You
my
know what?
grandma, I
That's
think,
something
would have
for-
laughed.
That's something for Snappy's real name would do."
Yeah, so, somebody told her she was old because she was getting Social Security because she was like 65, and she was like, "I'm not old," and they were like, "No, like, you're old, like that. Your Social Security means you're old," and she's like, "Don't call me old. I am not old. I'm young," and whoever she was talking to was like, "No, like, you're old," and she was like, what do young people do these days?" And she was like, "What do they do? Skydiving?" And, and she was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go skydiving." So at 65 years old, my grandma went skydiving.
Oh god.
Yeah. My grandma was she was a supporter of sports, and she did not care how you won, as long as you won. You could break somebody's arm, as long as you won the game. That's all that mattered.
As long as you won the game, Grandma's getting you ice cream afterwards.
Yeah, like, as long as you win, break arms, break legs, I don't care, whatever it takes, you know? So the fact that I won Pokemon speedrun versus 200, that's what my grandma would have wanted. And it was so funny because one of the girls had, she had a state tennis match like the next day, so she couldn't stay for like the burial or whatever. So she went to do the tennis stuff, which again is like everybody literally said, "Hey, that's what your grandma would have wanted," you know?
Yeah.
Which is funny and cool all at the same time, I think.
Sounds like a nice grandma.
I don't know if Era's still here, but if you want to do a lot of catching up, I have a lot of catching up to do. Because I have found myself. I don't know what that means, but I think it, yeah. My grandma wanted you to stream. Grandma wanted you to stream. I think so. I'd like to think so. I'd like to think so.
Grandma was looking on you from wherever beyond the grave is and was like,
whatever that was. Yeah, there's so much stuff in my life that's so different now. Speaking of different, come here. Hey, nope, don't do it. Ah. Look at what I got. I gotta catch up soon. I work overnights. My schedule is question mark. I think that's what it says. And my bedtime is in an hour. Let's plan a day. Yeah, I got this one. My mom was fostering kittens. This cat's name is Countertop because she looks like a granite countertop. I found her. Or I didn't find her. My mom was fostering kittens and I got her. Where's the other one? No, I need to show you. I have to show you. Because it's a story that you'll love. And I know you'll like it because you're you, and I know you. I'm finding her. So then I'm not doing anything else until I find that cat. There she is. Hey, this one. Look at this. Wow, you cannot see her at all. I found this
she
one.
just disappeared.
I found this cat. Right before Halloween, at a yeah, she doesn't really like to be held, but I want to show her off. She's all black, and I found her right before Halloween at a gas station. And I have a soft spot for black cats. I know a lot of people do, and I don't. The only thing that I know is that like black cats don't get treated well, especially over Halloween. So I'd like to think that I saved this cat. Me and my main character syndrome.
What do you name the black cat?
This cat's name is Lucifer.
Damn it! You should have named it like Gas Pump or something. Sounded a gas
That's what
station.
I was thinking. But we were gonna name her Jeep because I found her under a Jeep. But she's a black cat. I've always wanted a black cat named Lucy, Lucifer. You know, she's so sweet.
Found her at a gas station, picked her up, took her home. You know.
Yeah, she is definitely a wild cat. She definitely had to fend for herself. I like a couple nights after I brought her home. By the way, these cats love each other. Holy crap, they love each other. They're inseparable. Like, literally. They were the same age when I got them. That's what's crazy. Is, they were both 12 weeks when I got them, and I got them a week apart. So, they might be a week or two apart max, is what the veterinarian told me. But, yeah, Lucy was definitely wild and definitely had to fend for herself. And like within the first week we brought her home, me and my boyfriend were we got like Wendy's or something. Oh yeah, we got Wendy's, and he got like a double baconator and ate like half of it. And then and then he left it on the counter, like wrapped it up, and then put the bag, like the Wendy's bag, and then wrapped the Wendy's bag around it, right? These cats had cat food, like it used to be always out, so they always had access to it. So like, you know, if Lucy needed to, she could eat. You know, I wanted her to know that there was always food there. But when I woke up the next morning, boyfriend, yes, this is another addition to the my life.
Damn, how long has it been since you've talked to this person?
It's been, I think, 3 or 4 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm like the stuff you're talking about. I'm like, this isn't that new.
This isn't new. But
this isn't new.
Yeah. Yeah, cause like, yeah, it's been a while. But this cat. So I woke up the next day after the Baconator. I woke up the next day and I saw completely ripped up was a Wendy's bag and a Wendy's wrapper, and the Baconator was gone. The half of the double Baconator was completely gone. LSS, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I'm doing good. But this Baconator was gone. Like, all of it was gone.
I'm doing good, but this Baconator.
I thought to myself, I immediately was like, countertop, the troublemaker. What? She ate the Baconator, and I picked her up, and I was like, why did you do this? And then I set her down, and then I picked up Lucy, and Lucy's belly was like a cylinder. She was so full, and I was like, oh, I blamed it on the wrong cat. I was like, this cat has.
I mean, old habits die hard, man.
Yeah.
Old habits die hard.
I mean, I can't blame her, right? Because, like, that's probably what she would have eaten at a gas station, you know?
My cat. So, my cat's pretty well behaved, but obviously she just had a litter of kittens, and she likes putting them in the weirdest spots, right?
The classic.
So, she gave birth to them in a dresser drawer, and then started moving them into the ceiling.
Into the ceiling?
Yeah, into the ceiling. And then they moved to my bed. and now they live inside of a couch.
I was gonna say
I,
relatable, but I don't think that's relatable. I don't know what that means.
in fact, one of the babies are trying to crawl to me right now. He's climbing. He's Spider-Man, bro. Oh, look at him.
Kittens, babies. I die every time. Definitely was eating trash at that point. Now she gets bacon. Yeah, and I was like, oh no, this means I can't just leave food out like
Can't
that.
leave food out. My cat. I was eating Wingstop the other day.
I don't know if you
All I
guys
hear
heard
is
the pitter
meow.
patter.
So I'm eating Wingstop. All I hear is meow, and then see her jump up. And I'm telling you how fast she snatched a wing, and the entire thing was gone,
Oh my goodness.
bone and all. I don't know how she stomached it. She's not very big at all.
To them cuddling. Like I said, they're inseparable. Esme the Sylveon, do you remember me? I do remember you, actually. I don't remember a lot of people anymore, but I do remember you. I just remember your name. I mean, I also remember you. That sounded really mean. Also,
I don't
this,
remember
like,
you at all. I
teeny
only
tiny-
remember your name.
That sounded really bad. No, I remember you. But like, okay, so it's complicated, right? Because like, it's most of the people. Because I don't stream a lot anymore. Most of the people who come in are like, you know, 2, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever. So I don't remember like specific things about somebody. Like I don't know where somebody's from or anything like that. I remember the feelings that I got from them being here, right? Like,
Yeah.
I remember the warm fuzzy feeling, or like, you know, the joyous laughter, you know, whatever. I don't remember the moments. I just remember how I felt. Is that weird? That sounds weird. Is it weird? Am I fucking weird?
No. I know one time I was streaming and like one of my like IRL friends.
This is a picture of my boyfriend's forehead.
But I remember. I remember one time I was streaming and someone I knew IRL came into chat, but I didn't know it was them. So all I get in chat is, "Hey, how you doing?" And then you know my real name because I don't care. That's what people call me while I stream. People call me so many different things while I stream. And
they call you stupid.
Oh, there's my sister. And this person was just like, "Do you know who I am? Like, can you guess?" I was like, "I don't know. Who are you?" So after about like 30 minutes of them playing like Guess Who with me, they just leave. No, they just leave, and then I get a message from them later like, "Oh yeah, that was me on your stream."
Damn, they really had you wondering for so long, huh?
I was baffled.
Oh my god, dude, I'm dying.
There aren't kittens in the couch. There aren't. That's where they live now, I guess. And Logan's just gonna have to deal with it.
This
Oh yeah.
reminiscent.
Mind you, my roommate sleeps on this couch, so I don't know how he's gonna sleep now.
Sleeping with the kittens.
Yep.
That's just how the world works now.
Oh
Kids
my
these
god, our
days,
scruff
you
is
know?
getting rid of. Our scruff is almost gone. My baby's growing up. I gotta take her to college with me.
Do you?
I do.
Oh boy.
My parents told me, they were like, "You're taking that cat to college with you."
That's
I'm like,
hard, by the way. I don't know if you know how hard that is.
I know I have to get her registered as an emotional support animal, or get her trained to be an actual service animal, and then have to apply to have an ES or service animal at the college, and then that has to get approved along with my dorm thing. Then they have to accommodate a specific dorm and my roommate that I'm gonna have at this dorm, just to make sure my roommate's not allergic to cats, doesn't have like a fear of cats, make sure my cat's not gonna destroy anything, make sure the room's big enough to have a litter box, you know, be clean.
I don't know how any of that works. I just know it's hard because I had
It is.
a
It's really hard.
friend who had a cat in college, and like They told me all the hoops they had to jump through and just to try to have a cat. And like, I don't remember if they, it was like an emotional.
No, it was
I
a
don't
good
know
game.
what it was. I didn't talk to them very often. I still don't talk to them very often. Ah!
No. I don't know how I don't know. She's got food and water, but
The cat.
every time I open up a package of any food, she's just like, what do you got there?
I got it. I got the one. Damn, she's really. Her eyes are so gorgeous. I wish you could see them. She has beautiful yellow eyes. Oh. Love my cat. I saw a thing the other day, and it was like this guy, and he was like, "Yeah, I was never a cat person. I always thought cat people were crazy." And then I found this thing, and it's this little like tuxedo cat, and he's like, "I would die for this thing." It's so cute.
It's also like how it is with fathers. Like they're just like, oh, I didn't want that. I didn't want that dog, or I didn't want that cat. Next thing they know, they're buddy
Yeah.
cuddling with the thing.
Dad
Like,
versus the
inseparable.
dog they didn't want.
Fuck is
my
this?
my dad is that way. So my dad is that way not to dogs. My dad's that way to cats, right? So my dad is the burly tough mechanic guy, right? Like that's
Yeah.
just who he is. And right now he drives a semi truck. Like that's what he looks like he does. And my mom was fostering kittens. She's done this a lot of times. But my dad would always come in there every day to make sure that they had enough food, to make sure they had enough water, to make sure they were, all fine. Like every day he'd go in and see those kittens, and he swears he hates cats. He hates them. My mom has 2 cats, which I think are the best cats for my dad. One of them is a Siamese cat, which, for somebody who doesn't like animals, Siamese cat's probably great because they're not super social.
Do you want to fun? There's a cool fact about Siamese cats. I think it's Siamese. It's Siamese or calico that are usually always born female.
Yep, they're always born female. Yep. It's because of the
chromosomes they got.
Yeah, every cat has like 2 colors, right? And you have to have 3. Oh, you know what? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Snappy, do you want to see one of the kittens? Just you and Sebi, because I guess he's in call now. He heard us talking about him like 5 years ago and
Sebi, I'm
decided to join.
streaming.
Wait, what? You all were talking about me? I've been trying to listen to the stream, but
Okay.
Snappy's mic is just super low.
Is it really that bad? Can you hear
It's
Odian
really
fine? Is Odian fine or is Odian also low?
I couldn't hear either of you.
Snappy,
Like,
this
you
is
sound kind of muffled, Snappy, is what it sounds like. It sounds like you're, like, being held underwater or something.
Nice.
this is one of the kittens.
I
He's
am-
actively screaming. Oh, that's my sister. She's holding another one.
This one isn't loud.
So big.
This one is very quiet.
It's not big.
It's not big at all.
Maybe your head is big.
It's so tiny.
Got him.
Look at this one.
It's so tiny.
Grab it by its little scruff.
I don't know how to change the mic stuff on this mic. Well, I know how to change the mic stuff. I just don't know like what it does. I don't know anything about microphones. I thought it was fine for a while.
If I was home,
I think it's about time to start them tuna.
Maybe I think it's just
We
Sebi.
get him some soft food when I get paid.
I blame it on Sebi.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't say.
it's really my fault.
You didn't need to stream.
When do you get paid? Because I don't know when God.
Yeah,
has
Odian,
some-
was my audio fine for you?
Yeah, it's fine. I can hear myself real good as well.
Okay, see, it is Sebi.
Weird, because, like,
Sebi, you're almost the only person that ever tells me my audio is bad. It's
Sebi,
just
what
you.
Headphones you're wearing. It might be a mix of like whatever headphones you're wearing and like the loud area. Well, and like the loud area you're.
Yeah, AirPods suck.
Because AirPods also have that awareness mode. They also have that awareness mode where like it just kind of gains audio off of your phone while, like, what your phone speaker like is listening to, while whatever you're actually listening to is there, so you can kind of hear your surroundings while listening to your music.
Well,
Or
so the weird thing is,
turtle.
wanna know what's funny? I'm in my car.
Oh,
Sebby's a car.
So there should be no issue with the awareness.
Are you on lunch already?
I went to lunch at 9.
Oh, I have to call. Speaking of Walmart, I have to call the Walmart hiring manager.
Speaking of Walmart, or speaking of lunch, not speaking of Walmart, I am in a wedding and I have to meet with somebody today to discuss all of the like decorations for the party, you know, the party beforehand, and
You should wear a dress.
I would love to wear a dress to the wedding. However, this wedding I would not wear a dress to.
No.
So
One of my coworkers invited me to a quinceañera. I was like, huh?
it's funny. I've been to like 2 weddings in my life. One, I was a ring bearer. The other one was mine.
I have been to like 5 or 6 weddings in my life. I love weddings.
No, I lied.
I'm a
I've been
wedding
in 3
person.
weddings. I've been in 3 weddings.
I've been to 0 weddings, but like 10 funerals.
I'm not gonna count how many funerals I've been to.
I mean, they're basically the same thing, but the exact opposite at the same time.
I don't think they're the same thing.
Have you seen the difference between Mega Gardevoir? One's wearing a wedding guest, the other one's in a funeral gown.
Yeah.
That's shiny, idiot.
Another thing is, all the funerals I go to are like extremely religious, so I'm sitting there.
Oh, dude, you're there for hours.
You're there for a while.
I'm sitting there playing fucking Bloons TD6 Plus because I have Apple Arcade. All I hear is, and Jesus. No, the one I was just at. I was at a funeral, right? Then my job texts me. They're like, "Hey, you're supposed to come in today." Mind you, this funeral's an hour away from where I work. I ran out of that funeral. I ran out of that church so fast.
Catholic
like,
weddings and Catholic funerals are nuts. They're so long.
Oh my god, it was.
It's weird that you had to work that day. You couldn't get off for the funeral?
I thought I worked it the next day, not that day.
My cats are sprinting around.
But, so guys, I know Monday's usually a recording day, but like, I work 12:30 to 10.
Oh, I was gonna say we can't do it this Monday. We could do it Sunday, which is today, but we couldn't do it Monday.
I work 5.
We can't do it today. We can't do it today anyways. I have another stream planned.
What?
That I've had this stream planned for like.
And Solar's not
days.
off. Solar works.
Solar's not off till 9 today anyways.
And then I wouldn't be off till 10:30. We would start streaming around 11 and then get done at like 1.
I mean, I don't work tomorrow. Solar don't work tomorrow.
I'm gonna be going to the Eclipse tomorrow, and it's like a 6-hour drive. So I'm gonna be 6 hours there. It ends at 2. I have a 6-hour drive.
Me,
back.
the state I live in is just experiencing totality.
I mean, Odian, if you wanted to, after you get off, because I should be done streaming by the time you get off work.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, me and you could work on a project tonight.
Wow, you're cheating on me?
You know what, Snappy? I am gonna do a project with Seb because Snappy, you never invite me to anything. So, me and Sebby, we're gonna have a grand old time.
What time is the eclipse? I think it's a few minutes before 2.
Totality starts at like 3.
That's not. Oh, well, yeah, time zones.
Time zones.
Totality starts at like 3 EST.
It won't hit around here.
You should get like 60%.
We'll get 60%, but we won't get 100% totality.
I'm gonna be at work and then just look outside and it's gonna be like, oh, it's pitch black for the next 4 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't get to experience the last one, even though it was so much closer. Like, we could have gone like 2 hours.
So, 2017 totality was literally like right in my city. 100% totality. It was like the greatest thing I ever saw. I was like,
2017, I was sitting in my class while it was happening, because obviously it wasn't totality where I live.
On Monday,
and
yes.
We were talking about it, and they were like, because it was my specific class, it was 1st grade, it was a middle school class. They're like, oh yeah, the next total eclipse we'll be able to see, and insert my city name, in your guys' graduation year. So, my graduation year now. Eclipse on Monday.
I find it funny, like, cause like, you know, I make this joke. Oh, and like I made this joke in 2017. I'm gonna make it now. It's just people using the Dragon Balls.
The next one's in like 2040. It's like 20 years.
It's gonna be a while.
Hopefully,
I'll be a teacher.
I was just saying, hopefully,
a teacher by
hopefully
then.
I'll be able
I
to
should
show
be
my
a teacher
kids.
by then too. Yeah.
I should have kids. I don't know where I'm gonna be at.
I should be a teacher by then.
Yo, Snappy's gonna get pregnant.
I hope so. I've been trying for like years.
Okay, so one of the weirdest things I feel like telling people, especially at like a dinner party with like your grandparents, your parents, your aunts and uncles, is, oh yeah, we've been trying for a baby, because what it implies exactly. I'm not gonna say it in like straight words, but you guys know what I'm talking. While you're streaming. You know what? Quite said it in the video. I think I'll be fine. So basically, telling people you're trying for a baby means you're actively, every night, you know,
I don't.
straight raw dog.
I think it's
that's
funny.
accurate, but you know.
Every night? Well, I mean, if anybody would know, it's Sebi. He does have a child.
I do have a child.
Sebi, I must not be doing something right. Could you tell me?
You're looking at
Oh
me.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Solar would have a little more experience in that field, you know?
Oh, you're
She's
right.
been pregnant.
You're actually right. I'll ask Solar.
There we go.
Ask Solar the best ways to get pregnant. Just like text her right now.
Okay.
No warning.
Alright, hold on. I got y'all.
No, you don't.
No, it's
I
gotta
have
be
to.
from Snappy. It's gotta
Yeah,
be.
it has to
from
be from me.
It's gotta be Snappy. Alright, Snappy,
Like-
you do
like-
it.
How?
Just
Why
like-
would
I'll
you
do it.
ask?
Don't worry.
Sebi,
Just
why
like,
do you need
hey,
to be
hey,
pregnant?
me and my boyfriend have been trying to get pregnant. It hasn't been working. Can you give us some tips?
Give us some pointers.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
Eat.
I want to go home. I don't want to be at work.
Who wants to work?
Yeah, just quit.
Me.
Quit your
I
job.
don't want to work. The thing is, with Solar, you're either gonna get questioned or she's gonna give you a serious answer.
No, I feel like she'll give me an answer.
Yeah.
She'll give an answer. That's the funny part of this. is she
Yeah,
will give an
I don't even. There's no part of me that thinks that she will be like, "Hey, what?"
No, what? No, she won't. Hey, what to Snappy? She'll just answer the question, and then
And then
come to me and be like, "Why did Snappy ask me?"
Yeah,
this?"
exactly. Or, I mean, the only question would be like, "Hey, are you trying to get somebody else, or like you two?" She'll be like, "I have tips for both."
She's like, "I've got tips for both, but I need to know which one now
Yeah,
I'm supposed to answer first."
where are we going with this?
What
Yeah, no,
way are we going?
You know what? Actually, I'm the surrogate.
Hold up.
Mhm.
I can't. Oh, God.
Everybody everybody always asks me if like what I want to do, right? Because like I guess that's a question that everybody needs answered.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many kids I want to have, right? Like that's
Right.
I have no clue.
That's always a hard question to answer.
Um, but I at least want to have two. But I want to have one be my own blood, you know, because like I feel like as somebody with ADHD and dyslexic, like I feel like I can take care of that, right? You know, I can definitely relate there. Whereas like if I had a kid that was adopted that I didn't really know didn't have any blood work for or anything like that, like I'd be a little, I don't know. It'd be harder, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want.
It really depends on the age of the kid, though, when you get them.
True.
Because
But
like if they're an infant, you pretty much raise them.
Yeah, but the hard part
with them.
the hard part still is like knowing who this kid is, right? And if the parent that had this kid has heart problems or like epilepsy or something like that, it's like those are all hurdles that I've never experienced in my life that would obviously be very stressful if it happened.
Yeah. Luckily, so a lot of people don't know this about the adoption process, but so like it goes both ways. So, for one, the kid gets to sit down with someone and learn about the family.
Forgot Sebby's been
And
through this
then,
stuff.
Yeah, I forgot too, but it's useful information.
And then the parents that are supposed to be adopting the child will have a full-blown, like they are put into like a full-blown meeting room.
Yep.
And they get like a big book telling you everything about the kid. Like it tells you any medical history, education history, anything like that, depending on the age of the kid. So like I actually still have in my possession the book about me.
I was just about to ask, like, when you leave that stuff, do you get your book, or do they just destroy it?
Well, I did not get my
Did they
book
destroy it?
until I was 19.
Okay.
And that was because my parents just decided that was the time they were going to give it to me. And so I read through it. I found out stuff about myself that I didn't even know.
Can you mail me this book? I need some.
I just want to know what you didn't know about yourself.
So like there was a page. So this is actually a really rare for it to ever happen. So I don't know how many of you all, like, how many people, like, know, like, I know people know about bipolar, but do you know, like, the typical age range when someone's diagnosed with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was diagnosed with it at the age of 5.
Oh, damn.
That is really
That is rare.
Early.
That is extremely rare. You're not supposed to ever diagnose a kid at the age of 5 with bipolar. So I went to the doctor since then just to see if I could get a re-diagnosis to make sure like that's actually accurate.
Yeah, that'd be very scary if you were
Because
bipolar.
the fun thing is, I'm not on any bipolar medication. Haven't been since I was 10 years old. So I went and got a re-diagnosis. I am not bipolar. Thank
Nice.
God.
Lucky you.
But I was like,
You got
what
it.
the
You did the thing.
Like, I learned so much about myself, and it was just so interesting to, like, look through this information. I learned about the kidney problem that I have. Like, I found out information that was never told to me. Information that I probably should have had from a younger age. So I was more prepared for that. Because, like, here I am finding out about, like, the Yellow 5 issue and, like, me drinking a bunch of stuff with Yellow 5 back in the past. So it's really interesting to like go through that book and find out. If y'all want, I'll show you all the book later. I still have it.
I think it's cool. It's definitely cool to know that that's a thing.
It is interesting because it will. So what the people do, they will block out the address of where the kid is currently residing as well. So that way, that information isn't just given to the adopted family.
Yeah, of course.
So like, it's really unique to see. I'll show you all about it later.
These cats are fighting at my feet. They're not fighting my feet. They're fighting each other, and they're landing on my feet.
No, I'm scrolling through Sebi's Facebook right now. Because that's just something I can do. You know?
There were so many things that went through my head, and I was like, I should say this, and I should say that, and then I just didn't say any of them, and I just let you go.
I got off of his Facebook. I'm looking at other people's now.
Yeah, I don't have any of, like, my YouTube friends on Facebook, other than Fallen Official, which technically is not official anymore.
Well, the only reason I have him on there is because I had, Solar on there because, you know, I've been friends with Solar for a decent amount of time, and we were friends. So, I got her on there, and then, obviously, by proxy, when Solar and Sebi got married, I got his Facebook.
I know that Solar is the only person who has my phone number. Well,
Really?
technically Solar and Silver Century have my phone number.
Well, if Solar has your phone number, Sebi has your phone number.
Sebi does not have my phone number, even though Sebi technically has my phone number.
Yeah. You know what I mean. What game do I want to play?
You want to play Balloons Tower Defense.
But on what? My computer or my phone?
Okay, let me clarify real quick. So me and Solar have this respect thing.
What? You guys have respect?
What?
So, if
overrated.
if Solar is given a phone number, I am not given it.
Oh.
And since I don't go through her phone, I do not have Snappy's number.
Oh god. Cats. Cats are catting right now.
So, Sebi, you're telling me I wasn't supposed to give your phone number to the entire Spanish Inquisition?
No, it's okay.
If you get a call from the Spanish Inquisition, it's not my fault, okay? Just remember. It wasn't me.
It wasn't him.
Just keep calm and blame Hugo.
I like that.
That's my motto. Is Hugo awake? Let's see if he's awake. If he is awake, he's starving right now.
Why?
It's Ramadan.
You know, I don't know what that means.
So Hugo's Muslim and Ramadan, so for the past couple weeks, he's been fasting. He can only eat when the sun's not up. So for the entire day, while the sun is up, he can't eat.
That's why.
He can't eat, he can't swear, he can't listen to music with lyrics. He's got to be completely abstinent. What else can't he do? I think that's about it.
I think I know what that means in this context.
What, abstinent?
Yeah.
Yeah. which is not very hard because his significant other is in Texas. But
Oh damn.
yeah, he met her like where he lives. They hit it off there, and then she was like, "Yeah, I'm moving to Texas."
That's brutal. I don't even know where he lives, so I don't know. I assume it's
Well-
far because Texas is huge. So
Yeah, he lives closer to me.
that gives me very little information.
We're in like northeast area. That's all I'll say. Actually, you know what? Address dropping me and you go on your stream right
Okay,
now.
but
Those kittens are fighting. There's the fifth
yours or
one.
mine?
Well, I can't see yours, can I? It's not like we have a foot cam.
I don't know. I just
on.
don't know if you were hearing them or not.
I mean, I suggested a foot cam, but like you didn't add it. Like, come
I
on.
can. I have an extra cam over here.
You could
that
just
I
make
was gonna mount here and video them there, but
Add a cat cam. Cat cam.
oh, when Sebi came in, and then you were like, "Oh, we were talking about Sebi," and Sebi was like, "Oh, what?" That was because we were talking about how I have all shinies on my sword profile, and that was we were doing the cage lock with that. So
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
I just remembered that.
Sebby just went quiet though.
He
Nick, don't
muted.
suffocate your sister. You can't just like suffocate your sister, little bro.
I would like a shiny. I don't really care. Orange, welcome to the stream. Orange says meow. Oh, Orange, my Tortuga in Pokemon Black and White is about to win the race. So Orange Crush is about to be the first place finisher.
Actually, no. Next time we stream, I'm speedrunning and winning.
You're right.
I actually have an entire path planned. Oh wait, no, I'm stuck at Larry. I forgot. I'm stuck at Larry.
I was gonna say, we probably have almost just the same amount of battles. Because I figure you probably don't have very many.
No.
I have 6.
My only setback is gonna be Nimona.
Nimona is... oh, true. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Oh my god. I just remembered something. Something crazy.
Did you?
Okay. I'm not going to say names. I don't think I should even say this on stream. I'm
Okay.
gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. In balloons. I don't know what I'm doing in balloons. I'm not gonna guess what, because you're gonna say chicken butt. That's what I was gonna say earlier, but somebody else was talking, so I didn't want to interrupt them. Because I'm the best streamer ever, and I let people finish their sentences.
Nuh-uh.
What do you mean, nah?
I don't know. I just felt like saying no.
And I let you finish your sentence.
No, you
Well-
didn't.
Okay. You are snappy. I don't know about that one. Oh, like you are nice. Okay, I got it. No, I do. I accept all any and all positive um things about me.
Yeah, but positive things about anybody else in this call is not okay right now.
Yeah, and negative things about me is not okay either.
Instant bannable offense,
Yeah, if you
actually.
say anything negative about me, you are negative Nancy, and you will be dealt with in the exact same way that the toys were dealt with in Toy Story 3.
Oh, in the sandbox?
No, the incinerator.
oh, okay. This is a life right now, man.
Doubt.
Got a kitten right here, playing balloons. No, the heart balloon got through. I'm done. It was just one heart balloon.
I'm getting tail slapped. In real life. IRL.
Oh, little man.
IRL real life.
Wait, are you a little man?
Me?
No, this cat that I'm holding.
I was gonna say. You
Hard to
better-
tell if they're male or female when
You
they're
better
young.
watch your tongue. Yeah, when they're babies, yeah.
They walk so fast, though. They zoom.
They're your
You
speed
go to all your
erasers.
siblings and your mama, there you go. Yeah. With their mom, it was extra hard to tell because she's real fluffy.
Mm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
My mom told me, like, she would not take in a short hair because, like, her allergies would affect them so much. But like, short-haired cats she never had a problem with. So we never had a long-haired cat. So I've always wanted a long-haired cat. And I was like, I'll probably get a long-haired cat when I move out. Nope, 2 short hairs. Okay. And it's not even like I went and picked him out. Like, I think it's pretty fair to say that they picked me.
Yeah, they were just kind of like, oh hey, look at this guy.
They were like, this loser?
Should I use the bomb launcher?
Damn,
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use the bomb shooter.
I'm just like Solar. I'm addicted to Subway. And I was just thinking about lunch and how I want Subway really bad. But then I realized
Like-
I have plans and I have to go get lunch with somebody else, and
It's like
we
Jennifer
already-
Coolidge, but instead of hot dog, it's
yeah, I have plans to go with somebody to go to a restaurant. And the only reason I picked the restaurant is because they wouldn't pick the restaurant. And I don't even like this restaurant, but I figured that they would like it, so.
yeah. Me and Snappy are actually getting lunch later. I'm making the however many hour drive just to go get lunch with Happy Snappy Turtle. Isn't that right?
I mean, are you coming to the wedding, or?
You know what? Sure.
Okay. Bet. Oh my god, you know what's crazy? Okay, so I didn't used to do shiny hunting. All of my stuff was Nuzlocke. I never shiny hunted. The very first stream that I was shiny. The very first Pokemon I was Shinyhunting for was Mimikyu, and that's the one that Era was here for like 4 years ago, and I'm using it to shiny hunt Regigigas.
That's so cool.
That's crazy.
It's like a whole like rewind, like, you know.
What the frick am I doing? My brain just fizzled out for whatever reason. It's just gone. I lost it. Okay. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you?
No.
I am almost at 3,000 encounters. Which was when my Darkrai shined.
Oh. You know, my roommate will not stop bringing up the fact that Darkrai has legs.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, bro just has retractable legs.
We were looking at Darkrai to like do a suspect test for it. Also, I'm very curious on how the hell you would ever even suspect test the Pokemon in our draft league. Because like, what are you
What
gonna
do you mean?
compare them to? Like Smogon, it's tier usage, right? Like usage.
Yeah.
And so, if we did it like that, it would be any Pokemon that uses any Pokemon that's ever been used moves up a tier, right? Which is obviously dumb, you know. Like, if somebody's using Maractus, I don't think that it should move up a tier, you know. But I don't know what like suspect test would even be. Damage output, maybe utility. Like I appreciate Mooney for, you know.
Did you look at it? It's like very.
What?
And did you look at Mooney's stock? It's.
No, I can't see it. It's not visible to me.
Oh. That's weird.
Where is it posted? Mod chat?
Let me look. Here, if it is in mod chat, I'll just go ahead and send it to you. No, it's not in mod chat.
If it's somewhere else, then I just missed it.
It's in suggestions.
Is it in suggestions?
Yeah. It's like. It is kind of weird, but it's like. Based off of like how many different counters Pokemon have, and if it has a certain amount of counters, then it'll stay in. If it doesn't, if it's weird. It's like a percentage thing.
Oh,
So
I didn't see this.
if the Pokemon has 50, like over 50% of counters, then it should drop out of tier 0. But if it's like under that, then it should stay. It's like 50 pages. It's long.
This is gonna be really mean. How does Mooney have time for this, but not time for his own battles?
I don't know. But it's actually kind of cool. I don't know. It's like,
This is really weird.
so yeah, it's like the first one is Alakazam and Mega Alakazam. So it goes on to like contestants about the Pokemon, pros and cons of the Pokemon, and then all of its counters. And then at the bottom it has a final results chart, like mons that can counter, mons that cannot counter, and these are like, I think, only tier 0 Pokemon. And it only has a 45.4 like can counter rate, so since it's under 50%, it's staying in. It should stay in tier 0, is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I also, don't agree with a lot of these. That it can't counter, like Rayquaza definitely one-shots Mega Sam without question.
Can someone tell me how large that list is? Like, how many pages?
It's a 50-page document.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
You're joking.
Mega Gengar
Why would we
kinda
pick me?
sucks. There's obviously...
I don't think tier 0 needs to be reworked that bad, does it?
But they're not even reworking it. What's funny about this to me is like, none of it matters. Like, none of it, like, they're coming to the same conclusions that we came
Pokemon
to.
on there.
They're coming to exactly the same conclusions that we came to. Like, I could have told you that Mega Alakazam is not broken. And there's a 10-page paper on why Mega Alakazam is not broken.
Oh, some of these aren't tier 0. We got Diplin and Cinderace and Charmeleon and Masquerain on this bitch. We got Komala up on here.
Octillery Regirock.
You have a great rest of your day.
No, hold on. Komala does not belong in tier 1 and 2. It is best suited for tier 3.
I don't agree.
Wait, what did you say? What are we talking about? I missed it.
Mooney doesn't think Komala belongs in tier 1 or 2, but in tier 3.
I'd put it in tier 2. Put it in tier 2 and see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Its physical attack is astronomical.
Snappy, are you
Regirock
anonymous?
needs to stay in tier
world?
3. I think that is, just not debatable.
What does he want for the cosplay and Cat Pikachu? Why are they in the same thing? They're two different Pokemon.
What?
Cosplay and Cap Pikachu.
They are two different Pokemon. They learn different moves.
And they have two different gimmicks.
Victini never outclasses Tarachi. What? That's crazy.
Oh, what is their consensus on Charizard? Due to the devastating power, Mega's Charizard may need to move up as its number 2 in MVP. However, it is a Pokemon like this that is an important potential discussion to be had in regards to separating the Megas of Pokemon. Originally, it was notably weak among Tier 0. But its
yeah, he's missing a lot of stuff,
may mean this Pokemon
right?
turned into here. Okay. He wants the Basculins to move down to tier 3.
Tier 3? No, it says tier 2. Or they were tier 2. They need to be in tier 3. Yeah.
Regirock needs to stay in tier 3.
Wochin remains in tier 1. I don't agree. Wochin.
They want he wants artillery in tier 3.
That's fine. I think artillery should be in tier 3 or tier 2.
Mouse.
Even.
Mouse will drop to tier 1. Understandable.
Mons haven't. Some of the stuff okay.
All right, what did he say about Palathin? My sweet baby boy.
Some of the stuff. Okay, some of the stuff in here is just like wrong information. Like, one of the things he says about Registeel is anything that can intimidate it, destroys it. Registeel is immune to intimidate. It's clear body. So, yeah. The other thing is, mentioning Jirachi without mentioning, the fact that it can wish baton pass where Victini can't, and the fact that it gets follow me. Those are the only reasons that I think it should either move up or move
what
down.
What tiers Palathin is?
0.
Okay, that's what they say. He's saying that Palathin stays there. To be fair, Palathin is.
So the reason that Cresselia would be moved up would be if because it can guarantee get Trick Room off. That was my opinion, which he doesn't mention anything about it there, which is fine because I don't think there's any way he could know that, especially if he doesn't play a lot of competitive.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we should get into a call, like when this next. Well, you can't be at the mod meeting, damn it.
I mean, ultimately, it's your guys' decision. I think there's a lot of things missing. Like, if this is all we're relying on, I don't think it's the best information, right? Because if we're going to do a document like this, we should do it right. We should do it absolutely right.
Yeah. I mean, it is a lot of information, but...
It is, but it's missing a lot. Like...
it's missing a competitive
So I guess kind of mostly what I'm thinking, right, is like most of the things we're going to do is operate by feel, right? That's how we've done the entirety of this draft, is operate by feel. If something feels too strong, it should be moved up. If something feels too weak, it should be moved, if something feels too strong, it should be moved down. If something, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, like...
It's operate by feel. If we're going to actually do...
kind of like how the way I've used Leafeon this season, it might need a rethink.
I don't think so. I think it can be... It relies on Sun to be amazing. But if it doesn't have Sun, it's a tier 3. I assume it's in tier 3. But
yeah,
if we're going to do like an information dump like this, we should get all the information.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, but still not really intimidate.
Is anyone else already thinking their draft list for next season?
I've been thinking about it. I haven't, done anything. Charmeleon does not need to move down to tier 2 as many Eviolite Pokemon are tier 3. That's weird.
That's what tier 3 is used to grab. Like if I go to the tier list and start naming off tier 3 Pokemon,
then I think we should
middle stage evolution.
Yeah, then I think we should move Wartortle and Ivysaur up to tier 1 if that's the excuse.
Yeah, half of this is just like weaker full stage evolutions and like middle stage
So,
evolutions.
essentially, like this is what I'm talking about with like the information stuff, because the reason that Ivysaur and um, Ivysaur and War Turtle are tier 2 is because War Turtle gets Fake Out, Follow Me, and Life Dew, and it is one of the bulkiest EV-lighted Pokemon. It's
Yeah.
astronomically good. The reason why Ivysaur is tier 2 is because it does exactly what Venusaur does with Chlorophyll and Sleep Powder while holding the Eviolite and having a defensive typing. Charmeleon is a fire type. It's not bulky. It doesn't have any good moves. It has Dragon Rage. That's probably its best move. I don't even think it gets Will-O-Wisp. So putting that in tier 2 for no reason is weird. If we're gonna do information, that's why I have to do information.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I've talked to Sebi about, which is a good thing, is the fact that I don't think we should be pairing Pokemon together that don't belong together. Like, I don't think we should ban Zamazenta because Zacian is good, you know? So
Yeah.
putting Charmeleon in tier 2 just because the others are good is wonky.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good information on this list. Yeah, Masquerain, a lot of good information. And no, wait, I just said Masquerain was good. Or Masquerain is good, and I disagree with him on his assessment. That's really weird. Yeah, Audino probably moved up. I mean, so Viper has a high attack stat. Comparing two Pokemon versus similar in nature makes huge differences. That's really weird. I don't want to pick apart somebody's stuff that they've worked so hard on, but I'm very confused on a lot of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
On here, Mooney said that Articuno is better on rain teams than snow teams.
What?
Which, you know, doesn't make sense because it just won a regional on a snow team, and
All right,
nothing's
so
immune to snow.
like I was saying, I think this doc needs a competitive touch.
Unfortunately, cannot beat its Galar counterpart. That is false.
Its Galar counterpart is kind of like
It's decent. Articuno has a better
Not as
niche
good.
though.
yeah.
Galar counterpart doesn't have a niche. It's just a solid Pokemon. So I guess it depends on what you think is more valuable. Having a niche, right? Like Swift Swim Seadra is a niche, or just being able to use it. Because if we're just talking Pokemon outside of their niche, then Lilligant and all the Sun Pokemon need to go down. All Photosynthesis Pokemon need to go down, because without Electric Terrain and without Sun, they're not good, which is a niche. And that's why we moved Iron Jugulus up anyways, because it had the niche of having Rain and Electric Terrain. So...
Mm-hmm.
Um... Let's see. Yeah, I agree with his assessment on Gigas. He goes into skill swapping out Gigas and Gigas and slacking, which is a niche. But we aren't allowed to do that. We can ban abilities such as huge power being swapped onto Gigas. We can also ban Terra on the Pokemon as well. Crappy. There's like this situation invasion. Okay. We already talked about the Uber threats. Yeah. I think you're right. It's really weird.
Sebby said he'll give his opinion when he's able to unmute.
What?
Sebby said he'll give an opinion when he's able to unmute.
There's a 10-page paper on just Mega Alakazam.
Yeah, that's.
And then after that, there's a sentence for every Pokemon, which is.
Yeah, I find that kind of funny. It's like Mooney was told, write me a college paper on why Alakazam should stay in Tier 0. Well, we all
Megagar is not good.
Didn't we also say that we shouldn't really talk about moving Pokemon up just for Megas?
What do you mean?
There was a time we were talking about like not moving Pokemon up just because of like there's certain gimmicks. Because if we had to do that, then we'd have to move up half of the list.
I don't know what you're referencing, so I can't.
I swear that was a conversation. Maybe I'm tripping, but.
I think we have to decide, and this is something that Mooney plays back and forth with. But I think we have to decide one or the other. If we're basing Pokemon on how good they are in their niche, in their gimmick, or we need to decide how good are they on a base level. Because like without like Basculegion's gimmick, it's probably a tier 3 Pokemon. Like Basculegion's stats are not good, and its move pool is okay. But in Rain or like Last Respects, those are niches that are so unstoppably good that we've put it in tier 0.
Yeah.
So if we want a tier list that's based off of like how good a Pokemon has potential, then we'll need to move up a lot of weird niche things. Like we would need to move up like Clamperl. Clamperl should be tier 1 if we're going on niches. Because
like I was just talking about Leafeon with a niche.
Yeah, Leafeon and Sun. With that niche, yeah, is probably a tier 1 or tier 2 Pokemon. Or are we like saying how specific niches are, right? Because with the deep sea scale, and one what is it called? One Shell Smash Up, Clamperl does like twice as much damage as Kyogre does. And that's really niche. So, yeah, I just. But if we dedicate the list to niches, we're gonna have a broken tier list. If we use the tier list and don't give any niches, we're gonna have a broken tier list. So it's this like, it's always gray, which is why like things like this doc are really good, because Mooney can put in ideas and thoughts behind a lot of stuff. So, yeah, but like, I don't. How do we say a niche is too good, or how do we say a niche isn't good? You know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's hard, because if you ran, like, if somebody scooped up Clamperl, ran the Deep Sea Tooth, had a Pokemon with Follow Me, and then just used Surf or something like that, like, you win. You know? It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird. And so I think, in my opinion, the, like, I don't know, Pokemon isn't facts, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it's
Pokemon
like
is vibes. Especially with this.
Like that's
R.
why I feel like that's why we go over tier lists after the season, because it's like, all right, so what kind of vibes did you guys get from these Pokemon?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's good to have both. We just need to find the line between both, you know?
Because I know after the first Sweet season, a lot of stuff was moved around because we realized, like, oh, the way you can use this.
I like this draft league, and I like placing things based off of vibes, because it's not competitive. You know, like if we want to get a competitive list, we should go look
other
at
draft
doubles.
league, how does it work?
What?
Like in the other draft league, how does the like tier work for that?
So it's almost exactly the same. The same tier list that we have right now is the tier list that came from Draft League Season 4. It's exactly the same.
Okay.
So this is their Season 4, and they'll find, usually they find niches, right? If a Pokemon has a really, really absurdly good niche, it'll go up, right? And they do a lot based on counters. I think they do more of like Mooney's style there, where it's less based off of vibes and more based off of like hardcore performance and counters.
Yeah.
But the problem with counters is it's bring 6 and you can only draft 12. So if a Pokemon has 12 Pokemon that counter it, then the likelihood of you having one is none. You just lose.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is why Mooney's is good, because it looks at what's the percentage of counters. But also, like, 50% is, I don't know. And he could be right on the money.
It's not going off of every Pokemon in the tier list, it's just going off of tier 0.
True, it's just going off of comparable, which I think is smart to compare them.
But to be fair, there's times like where we've seen a tier 0 get destroyed by a tier 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it happens all the time. That's the glory of Pokemon. And the other part that you have to account for is the randomness, right? If there's a crit, who gets crit? The game is unbalanced anyway. Like, that's why it's the game, you know? That's why, you know, what was I don't know. There's no Pokemon that doesn't have counters. It's just how hard is it to counter, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. That's a discussion that we're having with Groudon. Is like, okay, Groudon hard counters water types. just as a rule of thumb. Like, it sets up sun, and that, you know, takes water type damage, cuts it down, and it can use solar beam. Groudon gets solar beam. So, you know, it just kind of hard counters that. It soft counters ice types because it sets up sun for fire type moves, so it can OHKO. And then it also soft counters grass types because it sets up sun. And, you know, at that point, it's Pokemon v Pokemon. You know, what Pokemon you bring out, what's better, what's worse. You know, that's why in most situations, the way to counter Groudon is Grass Knot. Like, period. Like, that's almost all you can do. That's why Grass Knot is... in 2016 and 17, those years where, like, Primals were legal, that's how you countered them, was Grass Knot. You know?
Yeah.
So, it's... if you can set up Rain against a Groudon, you win, right? That's the situational stuff, you know? If you can't set up Rain and you're Water type, most likely you're not going to win.
Okay.
It's so situational. And that's what's hard is because Groudon isn't this... I mean, it's strong, right? But, like, it feels a lot stronger than it is. And the vibes portion of that is usually what we go off of. It's what we've gone off of for, like, Lunala and Ho-Oh and, like, all those. I don't know if I said Lunala, Ho-Oh, what's the other one? Lugia? Ho-Oh and Lugia. It's why we got rid of Kyogre. Yeah. I also don't know if, like, making this more competitive is better or worse, right? Because if we make a huge competitive tier list and it's, like, accurate, the biblically accurate tier list, is that gonna make people not want to play as much because it's so deadly accurate? It's not fun, you know? You take some of the fun aspect out of trying to build crazy comps and stuff like that. Or you take some of the fun out of using a niche Pokemon, you know, like Cherrim. You know, Cherrim is really, really good on certain teams. But otherwise, Cherrim is not great.
I don't know. We'll have to discuss it more, like...
It's all a gray area, in my opinion.
We'll have to discuss it more, maybe after the season, in between.
Yeah, I think it's more of an in-tournament discussion. And it's up to you guys. There's just so much to think about. It makes it hard to think about because there's so much. You know? I mean, if we're gonna start... If we wanted to open this up to, you know, 32 people and do 2 different brackets every season and... You know, like, I think a biblically accurate tier list would be great. Like, that's what we are supposed to do, you know? That's also another thing that you'd have to think about. If it's just friends, then I'm fine with vibes, you know?
Yeah.
I mostly just make jokes, right? I think it's weird that Iron Jugulis moved up, but it's a joke. Like, I'm not actually mad about it. It's literally a joke. And that's the same kind of thing that I felt with Kyogre. I was like, Kyogre's not that great, but banning it is banning it, and that's an okay decision, you know? I'm almost never serious, so... it just depends on what you guys want to do. But I don't even know if this needs to be said, but I don't think somebody should be mad or like pissed off that like you guys did it the way you thought was right, you know?
Yeah.
Because like whether you just do vibes or do like a very specific, everything has its niche and that's where it should go, you know? Like, if somebody gets mad over that, you're just doing what's right. You're just doing what you think is right. Stick to your guns. Not actual guns. But that's also a niche situation, because sometimes you do want to stick to your guns if you have actual guns. I'm almost at the 2-hour mark.
When do you plan on ending?
At the 2-hour mark. I try to stream for 2 hours when I do stream. Sometimes I don't get there, but I feel like we've had a lot of good conversation.
Yeah, you're like 153.
Mm-hmm. We've had good vibes this stream.
It's been like less of straight technique, like not straight conversation, but like jumping right. Yeah.
I do that a lot. That's kind of how all of my conversations happen.
Faith, how am I gonna use my free movie tickets tomorrow if I'm working 12:30 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m.?
That sounds like a you problem.
Hmm. Mhm. Oh shit! Krispy Kreme is selling total solar eclipse donuts.
If you
Oh, nice.
came up there, if you could use your free movie ticket.
I
Yeah.
don't know what that means, but
Well, I'm going over there tomorrow. So I was gonna ask you if we could possibly do that tomorrow.
I guess.
What movies are gonna be playing tomorrow? Oh yeah, I got a peach. My peach ice vape is still good. It literally just hit red yesterday, so I can grab that and I can give it to you.
I'm fine.
I don't know how long it'll last.
no, I canceled it. Oh, it didn't do the cancel. Nice. 1,675 is probably what I'm going to do.
Godzilla, Ghostbusters, Coco Camel, Dune, Monkey Man, Imaginary, First Omen, Immaculate, Arthur the King. That's all.
I thought
These two, I don't know if you guys are old enough to see. Yeah, Immaculate and First Omen, you guys wouldn't be able
The
to see.
imaginary one we're able to see.
Imaginary, you guys are old enough to see. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
First
the one I
Omen and
wanna see.
Immaculate, you guys gotta see.
Yeah, this is the one I want to see.
Okay.
What times is it playing tomorrow?
It's okay. Let's look at Monday, April 8th.
We could be
1:45.
up there.
All right, that'd be like that first showing, and I'd be at work.
Okay, I'm gonna go to 75 and 25. I almost said 23. 23 would be the next number. I'm at 22 right now.
Okay. No, Sebby's still here.
Sebby is indeed still here.
Still wondering the thing you were wondering about was gonna say, but you didn't want to say on stream.
Oh, yeah, I have to tell you guys that too. Remind me when I'm off stream. Because that also is, I don't know, it's not big, but it just reminded me I did a brain blast.
Brain blast. Is one of your switches an OLED or are they just two?
They're regular. They're just regular.
I know Sebby likes to brag about his OLED.
Yeah, if I played more handheld, I'd probably buy an OLED, but I never do.
Yeah.
I always play on
My
the big screen.
my stepdad got an OLED because he'll just lay in his bed and play Zelda. I know I bought him one of the Zelda games and then a controller.
There's this person that I follow on TikTok. I don't follow them on TikTok. They just show up all the time on my TikTok feed. But they're trying to sell their, or they're trying to trade their Pokemon Legends Arceus Switch for a fursuit. And they're like,
I'll make a fursuit.
What?
I want the Legend Arceus Switch. I will make somebody a fursuit.
Yeah, I don't know if you know how hard that is.
No, I do. I know how it is.
Because, like,
We have
Okay. I can finally unmute.
Okay.
we have an academic challenge
Do
sheet.
you want to say this on stream? Because I'm about to end. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we can wait like a couple minutes
It's up to
and then
Sebby.
actually have like a
If he
full
doesn't care
discussion.
to say it on stream, he can.
Yeah, no, I'll wait. I'll
Okay.
wait.
I have 2 more encounters on Sword. And 1 more encounter
That's
on...
fine. I will wait a second because that means I can kind of get stuff put up and then switch over to picking, which is where
Organize.
I'm able to talk on the phone.
Organize your
That's
thoughts.
what I mainly applied to. I wanna do dispense because I hate cashiering.
You do not want to do dispense.
Yes, I do.
Would you rather...
Dispense is
Sebby,
awful.
would you rather be a cashier or would you rather do dispense?
I'd rather do picks, not dispense.
Yeah, I don't know the difference, so you got me there.
There's a major difference. between
Yeah,
the two.
well, I don't know.
Well, I would like to switch into both because dispense is like loading people's cars, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. You know, that's cool. Just so you know, grabbing like. Me and my friend share a birthday, and he keeps like updating his birthday on his story, and our birthday's in like 5 months. So every time I see it on his story, I'm just like, thanks for reminding me about our birthday. I'm very forgetful.
Why do you need to update your birthday? Isn't it the same time every year?
Yeah, but like you know how on Instagram they do like things where you can update like and let people know like when this is, how far away it is exactly.
No, I have no idea.
You know. Well, yeah, they do that, and
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Do everything the YouTubers tell you to do. And we will see
Like,
y'all next time.
comment.
Bye!
Bye.